you are all doing good. So today we will learn how to perform pre and post processing and create a data transform using App Studio. There we will implement page copy and we'll also explore how to add checkboxes, observe how screen refresh works when a value changes, and configure form refresh setting to execute business logic upon value changes. Additionally, we will implement a billing and shipping use case in Pega Constellation, applying these concepts in practice. So let's get started. We will go to our case type, and till previous session, we had implemented address details, right? So we will use this form, and we will implement our use case, and we will learn the new concept um, by using this view. Okay, so for that, first of all, we will create a new stage name as sent consignment. Okay, now we will create the process. Here we will go ahead and do the configure view. Okay, so whenever you click on configure view, you see these three options: display, condition, and pre or post processing. So in display, we create the views and we include the fields and everything. In condition, basically we do the validation, and here we'll be giving the rules which will be performing pre and post processing. So here there is only one option to create the data transform. Now we will go to the address view first and see what we have implemented yesterday. Here we have included address type, country, state, and pin code. Okay, now what I will do, I will first create one checkbox option here. Okay, and then based on the value which we have provided here, we will try to copy these value to the billing address, and that logic we will build in pre processing action of the new view, which will be totally dedicated to billing and shipping address, or we can put here in the post processing as well. Okay, so let's get started. So what you have understood so far, we were going to the data model to create new properties, right? So either we can go there or we can directly create the property from here as well, like this. Here, create new field. So we will be creating a new field name as is address used for billing, and type we will select as a boolean. Where is boolean? Yeah, here. Done. Now property is created, and you can see it is coming as a checkbox here. Now we need to change the name. So here in caption you select the custom, use this address for billing, and save. Done. And let's go back. Let's add one more field here, or let it be. This is just for a demo process, right? So we have done, we have created the checkbox and we are done here. Now we need to create two more uh, page property which will going to handle the billing and shipping address, correct? So just create the new properties, billing address, type we will select as a embedded. What is this? Okay, embedded data. Now what data object we will select? We will select the user address because we want to use the same view as well, correct? So we will just use the previous user address data type which we have created in previous session. Submit. Similarly, we will be creating one more field, shipping address. Same changes we will do here, embedded data, and select the data object as a user address and single page. Submit. Now these two properties created here. Go back to workflow, go to the send consignment, configure view. In pre or post processing, we need to apply a logic where we will be collecting the address detail which user fills to copy that address detail into billing address form. So we will create a data transform as copy address to billing. Good. Create. So we have created the data transform. It auto selects. We go here and we can make the changes here. Let's start making the changes. Update page. What page? The page we have just created for billing. Okay, it's not coming. Either we can update here. See, here we are not getting the, okay, we got the value of billing address with value from, down arrow, user address, copy the value. What value we want to copy? Address type, and then country, then pin code, then state. So you might have observed that we did not create any new properties and new thing, right? We just utilizes the data type which we have created for address, and we are just applying these changes here. So there's a beauty of reusability here. And we will also copy the state. Okay, no, this page should be different, right? This should be address, I guess. User address demo. Let's see. Yep. This is the form. To save, submit. Now we have created our logic, but where to populate these changes, right? For that, we will be creating a view as well. So here we are going to add the page property, for page property, billing address and shipping address. Done. Okay, let's create one more property basically for it will act as a checkbox where we want to copy the billing address to shipping address, and that logic we will define later. So again, we will go to the field, create one field is billing, same as shipping, type boolean, submit, and give the code caption to you copy billing address or shipping address is same as billing address. Submit. Let's test that scenario. So what we have implemented, we have created the checkbox into the address. Then we have created one view. We have created two properties of a page. Then we have created the data transform, and we have created a new view where we have included the address view, right? Let's test that out. Next, address type, give any value as per you want. Pin code this. Now select this option and click submit. So you can see the billing address detail is already copied from the previous one, right? Now we want to implement how we can click on this checkbox and this value gets updated. So you can see we have clicked here, but it is not getting updated, right? For that, we again need to go to the case type, go to send consignment, go to configure view. So here we don't have that option, right? On change if you want to refresh and apply some changes. For that, we need to go to Dev Studio and we need to find the flow action, record, process, flow action. So this was the flow action which was created automatically when we created the process. Here you will find this new option, form refresh setting. What it does, we will be just putting the property which we are going to change, and based on the change of property, what changes we want, right? So let's try including that value. What was the value is billing same as shipping, and we will create one data transform to apply the logic, create. Now what we are going to do, we are going to make the same changes as we have created, right? So why not we just resave that previous data transform which we have created, so that we won't waste much time in creating this. So go to data model, data transform. The earlier data transform we created is this, save as, and billing to shipping, create and open. Now we just need to make the changes of page here. Here we will be putting shipping address. No. Dot shipping address, and here we will be putting billing address. Also, we want if that checkbox, we remove the checkbox from there. I mean, we don't select any value after selecting. The value should be removed, right? So we need to put one when rule saying equal to true. I will tell why I am only taking this true, right? How I know that okay, this value is going to be true. I will tell you that. When, and copy this here. Otherwise, we will remove that page of what page? shipping address, remove, shipping address, done. And we need to paste this data transform where in our flow action rule. Done with the changes. Let's go to the app studio and test that out. And yes, I remember I need to show how I got to know that value should be true there. So fill this form, go next, give the address detail, India, state Uttar Pradesh, pin code 55, submit. Now you can see billing address is copied there. Okay, I need to make some changes here. I need to put this value from this place to this place, but anyway, we'll see the logic first. Click this, no value. Okay, we need to see why this is happening. Go here, first case, send consignment, configure view. We will do this boolean and save. Okay, now we will just see what is wrong. Submit. Okay, let's see whether we are giving the correct value of that billing address or not. For that, we will go to the Dev Studio and we will go to the app and go to this particular case and find the instance and then go to the clipboard. Let it open. Clipboard, and we'll see what value we have set there. Primary work page is billing, is billing, is billing. Let's search. Okay, it did not set. Maybe we need to put that value above. That's when it gets refreshed. So let's directly go and test that scenario again, whether it works or not. If not, then we will debug. Save and run. Okay. So fill that address like this, India, Maharashtra, select this value, submit. Now we can see it is already here. Select this. Okay, there is something wrong in the data transform, I guess. Dev Studio, record data transform, copy address to billing, not this one. What was the data transform? Refresh, billing to shipping. Is when this happens, what we are going to do? Are we giving the correct name? Shipping address, billing address, good, 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 good. So let's strike that out and we will just try seeing this. I think there is something wrong with this when rule. Copy, paste and strike that out, disable and disable, save. Also we will check the flow action rule, whether the changes we have done there is correct or not. Flow action, consignment is this value gets changes, then we need to billing to shipping. Save. Go back App Studio and we'll see. Save and run. And then click OK. Fill the detail. Next. Give the detail here. Give the random value. Done. Send. Click this. See, now we have got the value. So yeah, I think in DataTransform we need to tweak the fin rule little bit. Also, we have seen in the clipboard how we can see the value of this, right? So again, I will go back to the clipboard from the Dev Studio. In app, first case, this was the case we have created. And in clipboard, go to py work page and see here. We have covered our use case and we have learned how the refresh strategy and everything works. Also, I would like to show you one more thing. Let's go back to this, or we will create one new case. App Studio, first case, save and run. Fill this form, click next, give the detail, Now I will show from the inspector tool that how the refresh is happening. Go to inspect and go to network, select this option. So this is basically will show you what are all the APIs and what are all the data pages is getting called in behind. Okay, not stop, cancel. So we will first fill the detail. No, we already detail is filled. We will just click this option and we'll see what are all the things is getting launched here. See, this refresh is happening in the backend, correct? Now let's see what is this actually. So you can see till here you have seen this application, right? API application. You observe this and then see the action, and this is nothing but a assignment. So this is basically nothing but your DX API. Okay, what type of DX API? Assignment and action. So this is happening in backend. Okay, so refresh is happening outside of this form with the DX API. So that's all for today, guys, and we'll see you in next lecture. Thank you.